Okay, you've been asked to prepare yourself for an assessment on the urban and rural land degradation topics, which you have just completed in class. Obviously, you can use your class notes to prepare for this and should rely on those notes as your first destination when preparing for an assessment. Just to also outline that the Higher Geography Revision site is also a useful tool for you to use, and I'm just going to quickly talk you through the areas that you want to use. So on the revision website, which you'll see in front of you, if you scroll down to the two main units, we are doing paper 1 units. Both urban and rural land degradation fall within paper 1, and they both happen to be human environments topics. So there you can see the 4 physical environments topics, but here we have the 3 human environments. So let's have a quick look at urban geography. When you go to the urban site, you will find a number of sort of key resources. The first one, and it's worthwhile looking at, is your actual checklist. So this outlines the main areas that you need to study and be able to answer questions on, and you can see that they're all outlined there. Now you might just choose to print that off yourself and use it as a checklist, or you might want to prepare your own study notes or flashcards around these kind of key themes. Okay. What you'll also find there is model answers. So most of those questions that you're likely to see, we have prepared for you a series of answers that you can use that cover a lot of those questions, and that's quite a useful thing. Many of these answers are probably go above and beyond what you would probably write in a real exam, but they do give you an indication of the level of answering you need to use and some of the key words and examples that you'd want to build into your answers. Okay. You then also have a series of past paper questions, so you might want to use these to practice the questions, and for most of these practice questions also you have the model answers here, so you might choose to practice the questions prior to looking at the model answers. That's entirely up to you how you prepare your own revision. And then finally, you can watch a lot of teaching on each of those key themes that we can see here. That there are short video tutorials that do cover an awful lot of those main ideas from the urban geography topic. Okay, so that is urban geography. Let's just jump quickly to rural geography. So very similar pattern of you have a checklist. I won't open it this time, but it works in the same way. These are the main ideas for the rural geography topic. This document here has a series of model exam answers to those key areas that you need to revise. And here we have the kind of the typical questions that come from this topic. If we look below, you'll also find 3 video tutorials that cover a part of the topic that comes at the end. And this is more to do with land use conflicts. These videos do not cover material on the first part of the topic, which is on soil erosion primarily in the Sahel in Africa and some of the issues there. So these would be more useful when you're preparing the full topic when you've completed it, because this topic is typically taught in 2 parts. First part, as mentioned, is soil erosion, soil degradation in Africa. Second part is to do with land use conflicts in our part of the world in Scotland. Okay, but you can look at them at the moment, but these won't feature in the first part of the assessment you're doing. And if we just have a quick little look at the revision checklist, just to clarify that point, because you're not being asked to answer questions on the entire rural land degradation topic at this stage, because you will have only covered or been taught half of it. So if this is just opening up. Okay, so these first parts here, referring to the Sahel, you can see all of those are relevant and could be examined. These points down here will not be examined at this stage, but could be examined in the final exam. Okay, so don't feel you need to review them, because you will not be asked a question on them. Okay, that concludes this short tutorial on how to prepare for your urban and rural end of topic tests, and good luck in preparing your notes. And please remember that when you do prepare your notes for this end of topic assessment, whether they're digital or in A4 paper or on flashcards, make sure you hold on to them because you'll be wanting to use them both for your prelims and your final exams.